Hey everybody, today we're going to show you where to find the pal Lulu here in Palworld, so let's jump into it. So Lulu was one of the newer pals that was introduced into Palworld with the summer update a few weeks back, and she's going to be found on the northwestern side of the map on the new island. Now, as you guys can see by looking at the map here, there's a couple different places on that island that she can spawn, one of which being the southwestern side of the island right before you get to the southern sandbar, and the other is going to be on the eastern side of the island right before you get to the marshy area. Now, just by looking at the map, you can tell the eastern side is going to be the much better location to actually look around for her, as you have a much higher likelihood that you're going to come across her, with there being a more widespread area for her to spawn. So I definitely recommend being on the right side of the island when looking for her. I will say that you shouldn't really have too much of a problem finding her at all. Just for the recording of this video, I was able to find a ton really quickly off the bat. Keep in mind that in my video, me and my server, my PAL spawn rate is at 1.5x. So you're either going to find one Lulu walking around by herself, or you're going to find 3 or 4. So it's kind of hit or miss. Anywhere between 1 and 4 is what you're going to encounter when you do find her. But there are so many in these spawn locations that you really shouldn't struggle at all. And you should be able to find a bunch of them really quickly. I do want to say you want to be careful. She does have this ability that I don't know what it's called, but it's the blue lasers that come down out of the sky. You'll see it in this video. It's pretty easy to avoid when you're going up against one of them, as you can just kind of jump and use your glider to float out of it, as you guys will be able to see in the video. But when you're going up against 3 or 4 at a time, it can be tricky, because if they all use that move at the same time in different locations, it can be pretty much impossible to get out of the blue circle that lets you know where the attack is going to hit. So just be really cautious when you're fighting multiple at one time. They're generally between level 40 and 45. They're not super high levels, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue for you, especially if you're a high level in game with a lot of upgraded weapons. But again, another pal that's not too rare that you shouldn't have too much of an issue finding and taking out here in Palworld. But this is going to be how to find Lulu. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.